Well, look, the Tigers are going to be completely gassed. As we mentioned, I think they've got one player left on the bench, which is not going to be ideal. Theodore is out there again, and who obviously played the full 30 and ran herself into the ground.
Yeah. Made about 900 tackles, 899 of them on Karina Brown. So
no, we didn't have one kicking team, now we've got two.
Brown's probably going to on her way to a good lie down, I would think, at the moment.
Yeah. The same thing for Rob Ruff as Tahani Norris. First thing, no injuries, but just complete a solid 30 minutes. Just get the...
whatever the plan is, just do it.
No penalties.
Would be good, I think.
Complete your sets. See how you go. So
short
kick off, and Chase is coming through. That's nicely done there by the Tigers. So they're going to come up with the first use of the footy. Good work there by Eldridge. Now it's with Botten, and Botten will run into the South Logan Magpies defence. Aiton is one of those.
They've learnt something from Burleigh East. Good short kick-off and go like hell.
Ayla Cook will get up and play. This is their last 30 minutes of the season for the East Tigers. First penalty of the match goes to the East Tigers. They'll get another set.
It's against Solomona.
She'll get up feeling really good either.
Well, you wouldn't.
No. So true. So can the Tigers get some points on the board? They were denied by the chocolate wall of Burleigh. It's now a Saitia. Get up and play it. A metre out from the try line. Moore goes to the left-hand side. Short pass, trying to get through there is Reeves, and Reeves is going to be denied.
She's had a great tournament, Reeves.
She has. She has been. Theodore, not the best pass. Thanks very much. Moore might talk to her about that a little bit later on. It's down the hand of Satia. And Satia will stand the tackle there of Lewis. And she's bulldogged to the turf. 8 out from the try line. Moore has options to the left. Comes to the right-hand side and comes with Eldridge.
Great hands there from Eldridge, getting that off her knees.
Done to Door it was. It's now with Kamita. Somehow comes away with the football. It's Eldridge, and Eldridge will come close. Last tackle now here, says the referee. The Tigers.
Oh, gee.
Not the greatest of passes. Breezy conditions. It's now with Cook, and Cook will give it off to Kamita, and Kamita, well, that's a penalty against East. I think it might have been an obstruction. It was, ran around her own player, so South Logan will get a free ride out of their own end, Carol.
Yeah, that all fell down there from East. They didn't quite know where to go, and
we saw it a couple of weeks ago when
error resulted.
Their last tackle options weren't always the best, so then they just got to try and see if they can run out.
Well, when you haven't scored for a while, it's you forget how, John.
Yes.
I know it sounds weird, but you do.
Try too hard, can't you? It's clapping of the hands there is Aiton.
You work so hard to get up there, and then it's ooh.
Lewis will go forward after an offload there from Sayo.
It's a matter of somebody deciding to take the responsibility, really. So probably should have been in the hands of one of the older ones there.
A penalty against maybe Theodore or Kamita. Aiton looks to take a tap restart. Could go in the hands of Lewis, and it does with the headgear, and drives forward, gets a shot by Reeves. Aiton, forwards everywhere.
Brander.
One of those Brander, and Brigginshaw hangs onto it, gives it off to Maddock.
Using Albert as the dummy there, good grief.
Sayo gives it back now to Brigginshaw. Puts a kick in, and it's still alive. The footy bounced up nicely in the end.
Is that Reeve again?
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Tigers have come away with it. Theodore looking to offload it. Nobody at home has to do it herself. Gets into a fairly good wrestle with Solomona.
Nice work from Cool there, trying to cool well, staying on her feet as long as she could. giving her colleagues a chance to get themselves together.
A little ball game, Holcim Cup. They go to the blind side. It's with more than number not the hooker, wearing the 15. Hands out in front here is Kamita. Puts it high in the sky here. Underneath it is Taylor. And Taylor takes a great take, Taylor. Then gets away from the chasers. Lavia will grab her. Still trying to get a few more metres out of it as Taylor. And that's a great return kick chase by Taylor.
Kamita's probably got a bit of an argument for a late one there, but we're moving on.
Harua. Not back. It's a wrestle to get to her feet.
Cook.
Theodore over the
Still
top.
going.
Yeah.
Leah Theodore. She had gee.
Solomon, a couple of dummies to herself and then goes forward. Double pup there from Solomon. Beautiful stuff. Forwards with a footy, they can do anything.
Brenda on a bit of a mission here.
Standing in the tackle of Theodore. Brigginshaw. Short pass, flickers back out to Brigginshaw. Not sure, puts a grubber kick in. It's grabbed there by the East Tigers. Brigginshaw almost got the boot to the ball again, but Cool comes away with the footy. Now it's with Dorr.
She's
Matic the tackler.
still a bit proppy on that injured leg, Brigginshaw. I mean, she's playing okay. She's just not moving very smoothly yet.
Millie Talapaya. No markers. It's with Eldridge, so backs have to do some work. They've only got a one-player bench. Theodore gets the offload. Cool, pops it back. Little kick your eyes, more being taken out. Play on, says the referee. Nice pick up here. Knocked on. Play on, says the referee. Play on. Play the whistle. Needs to go. Coolwell was there. Didn't get the ball. It was Talapaya. Changeover. Oh, almost.
Oh, what a shame.
We could see it. She just couldn't. She was lurking. Was Coolwell. A little bit messy in the middle there, but the referee said play on.
Moore just clanged after she kicked it there. Looking a bit groggy, but they're pretty game, these East girls. They're not going to go off unless they're dead, I think, with only one on the bench.
Yeah.
So
22 to go. There's 22 minutes of their season left.
oh,
And the Tigers are still lining up. Dorr, one of the tacklers, along with Cook.
tell you what, these South forwards, I'm terrified and I'm a long way from the sideline, so I don't know how these East girls feel.
Heavy contact. Sayo. Get up, play 8. Brigginshaw takes it to the 30-metre line. Double pumps, gives it off to Lewis, and Lewis beats the first tackle. Gets the offload to Cook. Away goes Cook, I think, down the sideline. Amelia Cook, I think she pops it back inside there for Ward.
Nice. Reeves again gets her again. So Reeves doing an absolute ton of work here, realising that Theodore can't do it all. Oh, she's injured too, over on the sidelines.
Carol, did you bring your boots? Tigers might be down to a 0-player bench at the moment.
I haven't even got my riding boots. So.
Referee will stop the clock. 22 minutes remaining. So South
That
Logan
was, yeah, some great work in cover there because Cook was on the fly. She was really moving along the sideline there.
Yeah, I think she's gone into the centres actually. Well, Lewis and her are sort of swapping. Lewis has got the 4 and Cook has got the 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think she had the 5 before, but she was swapping with Ward.
What position it was? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she was swapping positions with Ward in the first.
Some attention over there in the corner as the Tigers will lose another player.
Oh no! Don't like to see that when they've been so brave.
Yeah.
Well, you never like to see it, but they've been really brave, East. So.
Not sure whether it's.
Here we go.
They're all. Not sure who the player is, but
22 for East is Lafipo, and I think it's Reeves, isn't it, who's injured? Which is also bad.
Well, she's certainly been showing some form that might lead to something after next week. NRLW, as Kelvin Wright mentioned, there's a lot of boxes to be ticked to get that underway, but I doubt I've no doubt it will go ahead. The NRL, the QRL, they'll somehow get this NRLW up and running.
Where do you know where they're playing that?
No idea.
As they pack their scrum.
No idea. They can play
Here,
my
you
place
would have to think. Yeah, exactly.
Door. Oh, contact. Good shot there from Brigginshaw. Door will get up and play it more. They're full of running still here, the East Tigers.
Hearing rumours the Women's National Basketball League might be played at the Sunshine Coast as well. If you care for a bit of basketball, just keep your eye on that. Queenslanders.
Sports capital of the world at the moment. There's,
also heard Canberra, but who'd want to go? Who'd want to go there?
Lafipo. Oh, big contact. Gee. Albert comes across, 2-10s coming together. Cook. Door just didn't put a hand on that there. She didn't have anything to do with that. Chip over the kick, over the top. Regathered.
Nice
no, knock on. South will come up with a footy and Albert messy stuff here and she'll be pulled to the ground.
Nice
knock
innovation.
On, no advantage.
Nice innovation there from Vermili Tolapai. She gave it a crack. Didn't come off. Never mind. They're still thinking, East, and still playing brave. Just incredible.
Scrum feed to Brigginshaw.
Just repeating, they've got no replacements now, Easts. So undermanned and undersized. I love an underdog story. Here we go. Ward,
yep. Theodore over the top comes in a little bit late there. Theodore get up, quick play the ball. Double pump, triple pump this time. Away goes Solomona.
Coming up to danger time. The last few games, East have been able to hold out to the 15-minute mark. So see how they go here.
Makayo gets a few more metres on the back of the run there from Solomona. She'll get up and play 12 out from the try line. It's in the hands of Brigginshaw. Now with Sayo through the hands, Maddock. Maddock will go. Still a couple of don't argues there from Maddock, and Maddock will take on 3 or 4 Tigers. She's pulled down 10 out from the try line, 5 in from the far side. Amelia Cook gives it to Lewis, and Lewis shapes the pass before she takes on the Tigers' defence. She'll finally get rolled over 1 metre out. Options of South Logan, plenty out to the left-hand side. Going back the other way there is Sayo. Amelia Cook trying to get away from the Tigers' defence, stands in the tackle of 3 of them, and that'll be a changeover.
Nice work, East.
Yes. Great defensive set here. Oh, referee. Oh. Where we go now, the Tigers trying to get down the other end. Hands out in front. So Tia. Oh. Lewis grabs on to her with a long little bit of help with 8 on. Door now from dummy half. Runs into Sayo, yep.
Had a good season, Door, as well.
Solid left back rower's Door. Give her half a gap. She's got some pace too for a back rower.
They all have now, John. There's hardly anybody who's not.
Theodore doesn't go to her. Eldridge, Coolwell. No look pass, straight in the hands of Taylor from Souths. So Souths will come away with the footy. Enterprising, trying to go wide with the East Tigers. This pass didn't go to the right player.
Yeah, you got to give it to them. They're trying everything, so don't want to die wondering. This is their last game of the season.
Good run there from Sue from South. Solomona comes up with an error.
Knock on.
Yeah, lost it into the player. That is a knock on, so scrum feed down to the East Tigers.
Is that Door again? Nice work. And we'll pack another scrum here.
Score remains 0-0.
Yep. Nice work from
The Tigers.
The Tigers. As I said, halfway through the game is their weak moments. Has been in the past where they just run out of puff, basically, because they're so outsized. So
Dawn might have gone into 5'8", I think. She'll get up and play it after she gets the grass out of her teeth.
Yeah.
Bit of a face plant.
Yeah, has a bit of a think about that one, with her hands on her knees.
Well, she's certainly gassed. As a lot of these Tigers players will be, they'll be asleep before they get to before they get to Dreamworld on the way home as Coolwell gets into a little bit of a wrestle, gets out of the way. This Cool gets away from.
She's good. She's very good.
From Brander, not many people get away with that, and it ends up being 8 and it'll pull him down. Dummy half is Moore. Lafipo stands in the tackle with Lewis.
Oh, just realised we won't see them again till next year. Now I'm sad.
Moore. Well, some of them may play in the NRLW,
That's
so don't
exactly
give up the
right.
ghost. The last tackle now here for the East Tigers there. 30 out from South Logan try line. 0-all. Kamita
Oh, look at
puts
the
it
wind.
high.
Oh,
Want to be careful. Knock on, knock back, says the referee. Still the last you would think, and that will be a changeover. It
that
is.
one just held up in the wind, didn't it? And got a real spin on it at the top.
Yeah, I don't want to be able to any of these high balls.
Yeah. It's a good recipe for a broken finger out there.
Lee Cook gets the offload now to Ayton. Lewis wants the footy and Lewis will get it. Gets away from the tackle, goes Lewis down the side. Bit of a goose step, still going Lewis. Looking for support. Nobody's there. She'll have to take the tackle 15 out from the try line. Well, she had the ball out there for somebody who wanted, but it didn't get it. It's with Ward. Ward steps off the left. Good ball and all tackle there from Coolwell. 5 short of the try line. South Lake and all of a sudden Freddie. Dart from dummy half. She'll go over and score with Ayton. And the first points of the match goes to the diminutive hooker.
And where are we? Yeah, so about 12 minutes. So
Well, that's 12 minutes. Well done to the East Tigers, but
Yeah.
all on the back of a great run there by Lewis. She just had the hand out and the ball ready for anybody to turn up. And in the meantime, East had to scramble to get back on side as well, and that was where Ayton found a tiring defensive line and went over and scored the first 4 points of this contest.
yeah, great to see Lewis belting down the wing there.
Yeah, got a bit of a limp now. Hopefully she's okay as we wait for Meg Ward to try and convert this try.
I suspect it was just a bit of a messy tackle because she had somebody hanging off a jumper and then got tangled up with whoever came across. So sorry, I didn't see who that was that finished up that tackle on Lewis.
Maddox has come off for the South Logan Magpies. Gallagher has gone on. Don't think Gallagher will go to fullback. Anyway, we'll see what Rob Ruff has got up his sleeve as Maddox actually goes straight to the sheds. He's wait for this Meg Ward conversion, and Ward, well, got it, connected, and gets the 2. 6-0.
Can't overemphasise these kicks in this wind. It's very good.
Very, very windy. It's picking up
Yeah.
speed, and the fullbacks for the next 2 games for Tweed and the Panthers will be certainly getting some high ball practice over the warm-up field.
Who is it fullback for Amelia Cook? Is she playing fullback now?
Really
With
sure.
Maddox off the field. Maddox was named at fullback like she was in the first game. And
been allowed
it worked the first time, why not try again? But Ayton in the way, she was onto them this time.
Solid moment, still going, loses the footy, then has to dive on it. That'll be a scrum feed here to the East Tigers. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Holloway Samuels or Gemma Schoenfeld in the #1 jerseys in this final game, but this is the crackerjack contest here, 6-0.
Yep. It'll be cold too, so hands will be a bit funny. So
See the West Brisbane Panthers warming up in the background. You obviously can't see it. Is the airport. We are really close to the border here down at Tugun for this round 5 Holcim Cup clash between all 5 clubs.
just inside where we need our passports. So
It's a door. Can the Tigers get across the line?
it'll
They
be
got-
good to see. They won their first game against Tweed in this tournament, so be nice to see them get something here in their last game.
Moore. Lafipo gives it off to Dorr. Moore is She loses the ball in the tackle, and that will be a scrum feed now to the Burleigh Bears. 15 out.
And Dawes.
Gassed.
Yep. There's no respite here for East. So
come back to me, just a sec. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Girls, scrum clock's on. Yep, there we go.
there you are.
Scrum will be
Some instructions there for the scrum.
scrum fed by Brigginshaw.
Hopefully out.
And one. Gallagher spinning and turning the tackle, still going forwards. Theodore's there.
Now!
Referee says get off. Aiton. Here they go now. He's with the
Gallagher.
Gallagher again. Lewis is outside. Lewis wants to have a crack. Here she comes. Going across field, trying to find a gap through, but she doesn't find one. It's going to be tackled 10 metres inside Tigers territory. Clap of the hands by Aiton. She wants the footy. Goes without a solid man. It's going to be picked up by Brigginshaw.
Branda there taking 3 of them with her.
And a quick play the ball. Aiton again.
I think Hayley Maddock might have had somewhere else to be, John.
House will stand the tackle. Last tackle here for the Magpies. Crossfield kick. Oh, Meg Ward plucks it out of the sky and goes over and scores.
Brave stuff from Ward. Had somebody coming straight at her. Jumped anyway. Got the ball. Put it down over the line. A few strides with nobody in front of her after she beat the player in the air.
Yeah, pinpoint kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, so she certainly was playing with intent in that first game and getting her rewards now in this one.
16 late. 10 minutes still remaining without any replacements here for the Tigers. As Meg Ward will try and convert her own try from wide out. Remember next week's blockbusting weekend of Women's Rugby League, the Holcim Cup Final Series, live from 12:30. We got the West Brisbane Panthers up against the Tweed Seagulls, and then at 2:10 kickoff. Yet we'll go pre-game from 2 p.m. The live broadcast on qrl.com.au between Lister South Logan Magpies and last year's grand finalists, the Burleigh Bears, in what will be a ding-dong contest. Both of them will actually be worth the money to get in to see, Carol. So if you can get down there and watch it, do it. Otherwise, watch it on qrl.com, live broadcast of the Q Connect network.
Hayley Maddock is back, I beg your pardon.
Ward with the breeze at her back, essentially, and she will not convert that. Score remains.
Can do almost anything. That's, yeah, it's really, as you can hear in the microphones, it's really picking up now. So.
Well, one thing, like I said, we're right next to the airport. I've seen some of these light planes coming in, and probably going to land on my car. Or me.
They've got a bit of a wobble up, haven't they, when they get down into the wind? So.
Not a big fan of flying, as you know, Carol.
No, the smaller the worser.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anything with a propeller.
I'm not getting in that big pencil case my mum used to say about the regional airlines.
Here we go now. It's for South Logan, the short kick-off, and coming away with it now is Amelia Cook. See how they go now, the Tigers. Try and hang on.
And Daw is just keeping on, throwing herself at everything despite having absolutely nothing left.
Gallagher puts the right arm there to do some fend, and Daw the tackler again, and Daw will affect that tackle.
Cody House, I think.
What's Cody House?
Yeah.
Standing the tackle, almost gets the arm free. 8, and they're 22 out from the try line. Brigginshaw allowed to run. Brigginshaw gets away from Theodore, but loses their footing. Now it's the last tackle for South Logan. They go to the right-hand side. It's with Sayo. Again, a grubber kick in here, trying to get behind the East Tigers, but the Tigers' defence is good over there, and they come away with a footy.
And Moore, is that Moore down?
Yes, the headgear.
Yeah.
Tigers player down.
Got a bit tangled up there with Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw quick to call the officials' attention to a player down. I suspect she wouldn't mind a bit of a rest and a drink either.
Yeah, well, she'll probably do her best to get to her feet before the final siren. No, there's nobody left on the bench.
Yeah, we've got about 8 minutes left here.
The trainer will get more to her feet, but I don't think she's going to. Or is she going to take any further part in
I
this?
don't know. Theodore's
She wants to. Theodore's
interrogating her.
Moore's is going to walk it out. There's guts for you.
Yep.
There you go. Looks like she's got a prickle in her foot, but I'm sure it's a lot worse than that.
I'll tell you when. She'll tell you when you're right. Okay, girls, it's tackle.
Oh, this will make it better.
Yeah, she's going to go out to the wing. Take on Lewis and company out there. So there
She's
you go.
got a trainer just holding off her shoulder there. He's not confident.
Lafipo.
21-15, move!
Tackle is Sue. House. Harua, one of the tacklers involved as well, along with Brigginshaw.
Oh, nice work.
Pops had it out there, Eldridge. Ends up taking the tackle. Lavia a dummy half. Millie Talapaya.
There's nothing like showing it so they don't know you've got it. I always like that one.
Tigers come up with an error.
Yeah, big one, big hit there from House.
Two markers, girls!
Yeah.
It's the regulation Cody House, that one.
Harua still going forward. Pulled down. Aiton. Forwards lining up. Away goes Sue. Still going forward as Sue 12 out from the try line now. The East Tigers forced to defend once again as the Magpies look to swoop. They double pump out the back. No look pass as Cook gives it off to the far side of Dilla Cruz, I think.
And they're still tackling. He should
Trying to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, reaches out and scores. How long is her arm?
Meg Ward.
What a try. Meg Ward gets a second. Wow. It's almost like a scone grabber. Just stuck the Duke out and stole it off the top of the table.
Don't like water, girls?
Didn't see it.
Don't know about you folks, but I was dying to know what a scone grabber was.
They're elusive.
Yes.
And they get their man.
Working on bringing that Ken.
Chris the cameraman doesn't think that's a real thing.
You put a scone on the table, you watch it disappear. Off the scone grab from way back. So the conversion here for Ward of her own try. 6 minutes remaining.
She doesn't do herself any favours here. Another one that's way out on the sideline.
Yeah. Reached out as the Tigers form a huddle. Final game coming up shortly here on kirol.com.au between the Tweed Seagulls, who won both their 30-minute standers, got the bonus point last week, go up against the West Brisbane Panthers, who were 0-0 against
West Brisbane Panthers 0-0 against East.
East last week.
Yep. And then, what was it, 12?
8-6, I think, or
Yeah.
10-4 or something like that. Should know my numbers, but anyway,
I think it might have been 12-8 actually.
well, Lauren Brown, anything you can do, Meg Ward can do just as well. Converts that try.
Yeah, so another kick-off here from Zamita. They must be well and truly ready for the end of the season, I reckon, East.
They just haven't given up.
they
Keep coming.
they do. So
A flattish kick. Going to be picked up on the far side by
22!
Meg Ward, because she's been doing everything else, so
Yep.
why not?
having a great game. Blindside they go. Gallagher
Two off the leg!
gets across the halfway line.
Oh,
Aiton finds some tied defence there. There's Aiton still going forward, flipped on him back.
Now 22 goes.
Lewis wants to have a run, steps off the left. Held, says the referee. So they're 20 out here, South Logan.
They're holding their discipline here, East. They're going back to 10. So
This is last though.
Fifth and last, Sayo, Brigginshaw, short pass, trying to get across the line. There's Makeo, and Makeo muscles her way over. And she gets a meat pie. Underneath her is Dawes. She hasn't stopped trying, but South Logan come up with another try, 20-0.
And yep, that's another one for South Logan. They'll be happy with this this run they've had against East. They can go into this week's training thinking about the Burleigh Bears with a win behind them. So
2.5 minutes remaining. Not sure how long this conversion will take for Meg Ward, but regardless, they haven't given up the East Tigers. As we mentioned at the start of the day, with only 2 players on the bench, and now that's been reduced to none. And I think, to be fair, I think Moore's 100% out there.
yeah,
Dawes exhausted, Theodore's exhausted. Cook, Reeves, they haven't given up.
yeah, it's, two 30 minutes halves against the biggest packs in the competition, so they'll be absolutely smashed. And those of them that are old enough, I suspect, might go home and have a quite cold one.
Meg Ward. Converts a try. That's gone to the left with the breeze. Still 2 minutes still remaining, so if East will get the ball back into play before the final siren goes on the season for the East Tigers.
And Meg Ward knows how close the siren is. She doesn't need a drink before then.
I'm not going to get stuck into it. I know commentary for the Sheffield Shield after a wicket falls on the first ball, and all of a sudden all the drinks come out. How'd you get thirsty in one ball?
That's right.
Anyway,
It's the law.
East will get a short kick off. Nicely taken here.
Door gets one in the mush to be going on with.
Good work from Brigginshaw.
For House.
And now with House.
She's really playing into, after her injury, she's really played into this tournament. Really looking like her old self now, Cody House.
8 dummy half. They've got another try on them. It's less than a minute to go. Forwards combining. Veranda driving forward. Lafipo, the tackler, stands in the tackle. Aiton looks to the left. They go to the blind side again. They've been directing their traffic down that right-hand side, and coming back inside. Lewis gets a one-handed pick up. Still going as Lewis. Lewis gets the offload. Here they come now. Here the South Logan Magpies. They're not finished. 2 minutes out from the try line. Last tackle now here for South Logan. Brigginshaw, wobbly old pass, comes off the knee. Play on, puts a grubber kick through here. Dawes at home, and Dore will come away with the ball just back into the field of play.
Somehow or the other wills herself to it, and out she comes. Out they come from their try line, the east side, and just running on will and meanness now.
Running on the fumes in the tank.
Yep.
Lavia gets up to play. They come down the blind side. Eldridge gets the ball away, and that will be the final siren here, and that's unfortunately the end of the season for the East Tigers. They go down 20 points to nil against the South Logan Magpies, who'll go to the grand final next week against the Burleigh Bears. And well done to the Tigers. They never gave up, but the South Logan Magpies flex their muscle. Rob Ruff will be happy with that